Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to bring something a little bit different to you guys. For a while now, I've been wanting to kind of switch up the tempo on my videos. And I want to incorporate more of just my perception on life and just more so kind of sharing my wisdom with you guys and using a lot of my experience on my journey thus far with you guys to help you guys, kind of elevate your mind more and kind of like see life differently besides using astrology and things like that. I'm still going to talk about astrology, but I'm at an age where, I value my mind more and I value my stance on things and I want to share my wisdom. I'm ready to really just say what's on my mind on my channel more. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So today's video is going to be on confidence and how to build confidence. So confidence is something, I'm not going to lie, that I have struggled with for a while. And it wasn't until, I would say realistically, like sometime last year or so, like I finally got a grip over really just owning who I am and being okay with myself and just honoring who I am despite backlash, despite, rejection or whatever the case may be. Like, I am at a point in my life where I can honestly say that it takes a lot of courage to really put yourself out there. And I feel like for the past couple of years, I've been challenged to really put myself out on a limb, take more risks, especially with myself and just really just showcasing who I am as a person. I kind of, in a way, been taking a risk, being on YouTube and things, but even out in the open in person, what I do for my career and things, I've been through a lot of challenges. I've been through a lot of oppositions. I've been through a lot of ups and downs. But that forced me to grow through that uncomfortability. So I want to share with you guys like how to build true confidence, because I feel like there's like a misconception out there that, confidence, you get your confidence through like your external sources, like through as far as like social media, like how many likes, how many views and things like that. And people build this false sense of confidence in themselves thinking like, yeah, this was all me, I did this all myself, it took, I put myself here. And it's like, really? You didn't though. You didn't, because you didn't do the inner work. You didn't do what it takes to really build yourself up truly, because a lot of people, like, the minute all that gets taken away, that confidence goes down, that confidence drops. You feel lost, you feel you feel insecure within yourself. Why? Because you haven't really dealt with what it truly means to really build true confidence in yourself. And I kind of like observed this from like other individuals, but one individual in particular that, I've been around, but I've been like distancing myself from, they're the type of person where they need external validation. They need people to stroke their ego. They need people, to really help them feel good about themselves, And, this person is the type of person where it's like you don't even know what it's like to experience like true rejection or criticism or even opposition, or even what it's like to feel insignificant to others. I have been through a lot of experience with that, like feeling unvaluable or feeling insignificant, feeling rejected, being canceled in person and even on the internet. I remember when I was on Instagram, I was talking about, kind of just my views on like the whole, thing that was going on in 2020, right? People were canceling me, bro. People were canceling me because I was just sharing my views, which kind of added to the reason of why it took me such a long time to really openly just kind of share what I think on just life and just openly like sharing more of what's in my mind because of that. But I've gotten to a place in my life where it's like I value what I think and just my stance on things, and I don't care if people don't like it, and so I digress. Building confidence. I'm like going off on a tangent, but building confidence, to me, like true confidence comes from learning how to sit in the uncomfortability of like people canceling you or experience some sort of like opposition or rejection, and having that force you to look inward and grow. When you don't experience those challenges within yourself, you're not growing. If you're just always being told what you want to hear, people are always stroking your ego, and you're not really putting yourself out there on the limb to possibly get embarrassed or humiliated or backlash, you're not going to build true confidence, because when you go through that enough, you just get to a point where it's just like, okay, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Like, I'm going to just be myself, and this is just what it is. Take it or leave it. I don't care, So this is just what I've learned, along my path in life, is just that I have to learn how to love and accept myself, even if I don't have that support, or even if I don't have, that encouragement, or even if people express, their thoughts to me that kind of go against what I believe about myself. At the end of the day, whether you're here or not, I'm still going to have myself. Why? Because I've done the inner work on myself. I've sat in those emotions of feeling like inferior and learning to understand like you can't make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? And you're just going to have to be you and accept you for who you are. People aren't going to like it. People are going to reject you. People are going to cancel you. That's okay. But building true confidence doesn't come from, how many likes you have, how many views you have, or kind of like people just stroking your ego and just telling you what you want to hear and not really telling you what's real, and experiencing like people like embarrassing you or making you feel like insignificant in some sort of way. That's building true confidence, learning how to sit in the uncomfortable, sit with that and reflect on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in a way, externally, yeah, it like you're getting your confidence from the outside, but I'm talking about in a sense of like, some people rely on those external resources to make them feel good about themselves. If those things get taken away, what are you going to do? You're left with yourself, and a lot of people can't handle being with themselves. They don't have any love for themselves. They feel insecure within themselves without these external things around them. But somebody who has true confidence, if those things get taken away, I'm still solid. They're still solid within themselves. Why? Because I built myself enough to where I don't need external sources to hold me up. I don't. Is it nice to have support? Of course, but just know people change, people come and go. At the end of the day, you're left with yourself. At the end of the day, you have to support yourself. You have to love yourself, have compassion for yourself. That is just kind of like my views on what it means to be like a truly confident person. A truly confident person knows how to kind of just stand tall within themselves. A truly confident person knows how to stand tall within themselves and still keep going and not give up, even if they don't have external support, even if they do experience a lot of backlash or, people rejecting them or people trying to downgrade their value. You know your value, you know yourself. Nobody could take you down. It doesn't feel nice to feel it, of course. In that moment, when you're going through that, it doesn't feel good. But what truly makes somebody confident and strong, they keep going, even through all of that. That is just my little word of advice. If, you're struggling with your confidence and you're struggling with kind of just being yourself, putting yourself out there, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. This is how you grow. This is how you build yourself. Because when you put yourself out there, you're a risk taker. You know what I'm saying? When you put yourself out there, you put yourself at risk to be scrutinized, judged, criticized, canceled, opposed, rejected. It takes true courage to really put yourself out there, be it through the internet and even in real life when you're like doing your thing. And that's what I've experienced within myself, you know, especially in the past couple of years, just kind of just being out in the world, but showing up in front of people and just presenting myself. You know, I've experienced a lot of rejection and things like that, but it put me in a place to where it made me a stronger person. It made me able to be solid within myself to where it's like, okay, I don't need the external validation. And I'm okay either way, whether you're there or not. I'm okay either way, whether the social media is there or not. Whether the social media is there or not, whether the likes and the subscribes are there or not, like I'm still solid within myself. And it's important for people to know that. Do not rely on things outside of you. Appreciate when people are showing you love and support, but just know, don't rely on that as a source of this makes me solid within myself, is what I'm saying. Never be afraid to just be yourself and put yourself out there. You know, some people literally have a fear of like backlash or being rejected or just being made fun of, you know, putting themselves out on the internet or even just in person, sharing your mind, speaking your mind. You know, I've been doing that a lot more too, like speaking my mind, sharing what's on my mind, despite, okay, if people don't agree, if people don't like it, or people think it's dumb or whatever, I don't care, because it's me. It's me. Nobody thinks like me, and that's what people, that's what you need to understand. Don't be afraid to share what's on your mind, speak your mind, because why? That's unique to you. Nobody thinks like you. Nobody views things like you. And own that. Even if you experience opposition or people not liking you or not agreeing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, these people, they say what they say and then they go. They go about their way. But then you're left with yourself. So that's why it's important to, in those moments, capitalize off of that opportunity to really build yourself up and be like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, they don't like it, whatever. I'm outcasted, I'm judged, oh well. You know, but don't be a people pleaser. Do not. Do not, just so you don't lose that sense of, oh, I need these people to make me feel good. You don't need nobody out. You don't need nothing outside of you to make you feel good. It all comes within you. It all comes from that inner work that you do within yourself. Especially through those moments where you're kind of forced to look inward. You're challenged. You're triggered. Capitalize off of your triggers, dude. That's what's going to help you build real confidence. That's what's going to help you grow and progress. And don't give up. You just keep going. And that is just my insight on how to build true confidence. And I will be back with more of these videos. I hope you guys found this helpful and you like this. Happy New Year. And I'm still doing readings. I'm still doing astrology readings. I'm still doing astrology videos. If you would like to book a reading with me, you could send me an email and I could get you squared away on a reading. And I love you guys. And also, thank you guys for all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate you guys. The channel is growing. I look forward to seeing this channel grow. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.